Stone, what took you so long to answer?
I was providing first blood absolution for my troops. I realize it should be done by a priest, but...
There is no time for that now. I lost contact with the Paladin facility I'm using as a base of operations. It can only mean they have been discovered by the Cray and are under attack.
Are we close enough to assist?
You have to be. There is a set of data crystals there that cannot fall into enemy hands. Defend the base if you can, but you must retrieve it and hunt down any Cray unit that might have come in contact with it.
Search and destroy?
Yes, and be careful. The area was mined, and any heavy armor units will trigger them.
I will go organize my light infantry then. I hope they are enough to handle whatever Craven forces are in the area.
They have to be enough, Jared. That data cannot be seen by anyone.
Welcome back to Ground Control. We can continue to see that Magnus sees things as being even more urgent than Stone does, and has also changed his mindset much quicker to, don't worry about your first light absolution, your traditional spiritual duties. We've got to fight this battle, and in this case, got to rescue the data crystals. Time is of the essence. So we have the same 3 squads as before, but we do get special equipment this time around. Due to the nature of the speed situation, we don't really need to go speed on our infantry. We're going to go more defensive because we're trying to defend the base if possible for them. But then we are going to go with speed on our Hoverdynes. And we have the Electro Field and Electro Dagger. We'll stick with the Electro Field for this one. They have their repair modules. And we also have the full suite for infantry, the Smog 12 Flamethrower. Very obvious reference to Smog in the Lord of the Rings. And then we'll do one of that and one of the Focused Energy Pulse, which is a more anti-armor type of deal. And of course, we don't need the speed because they can just hop in our command Hoverdyne.
New drop zone. Landing vehicle entering atmosphere.
Stone, the data crystals should be in my quarters in the main base. You will have to retrieve them yourself with your command APC. I trust no one else to handle them. Beware, my friend. Our enemies are legion and are bound to be infesting the area.
Magnus's urgency here is not at all excessive. Every second counts in this mission, especially at the beginning. The outpost here, we'd love to go straight up and into it, but it's not accessible. I mean, obviously that's a pretty good illustration of defensive location, but not helping us right now. Defend and search the outpost for the disc, probably hidden somewhere around the temple. Temple's here, but we've got to take the long way around.
Yes, Deacon. We will move.
Even infantry cannot make it up. And there's mines going off, which tells us that our friends have arrived before the hosts.
Can't execute. Yes, Deacon.
We shall move at
Hostile
once.
Pterodyne eliminated.
You can see the speed of these light Hoverdynes on display now. And they're going to get by.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire.
Are moving.
Hostile Pterodyne eliminated.
And I think I want to set them up way over here.
Move order received.
Because the idea is they flank things as they come up, and so that the pulse lasers will be firing from one direction, they'll fire from the other.
Command APC taking hostile fire.
We're actually pretty fortunate here to have the APC get this far without taking more damage.
Understood. Yes, Deacon. We shall
Hostile
move at once.
Pterodyne eliminated.
Move
Command APC
Understood.
taking hostile
Yes,
fire.
Deacon. We will move. We shall move
Let's
at
get up
once.
here on this hillside. What we want to do here is set up all kinds of flanking.
We are on our way.
Let's get the APC out this direction.
Squad 1 regenerated.
Craven vehicles have passed through the
Maybe
outer
set those
perimeters
there.
of the base. Only automated turrets guarded the area.
So that way, if we
Seems
got,
like the whole
like
base
we're
has
shooting
been
from one
deserted.
direction, a couple directions as they approach, we've got these shooting, all kinds of crossfire.
Squad 2 regenerating.
Assuming
Hostile
line
Pterodyne
formation.
eliminated.
Oh my,
Squad
okay.
1 taking hostile fire.
Special weapon confirmed.
Hostile Pterodyne eliminated.
weapon confirmed.
Hostile Pterodine eliminated.
Whoa.
Squad 2 regenerating. Squad 2 taking hostile
Almost
fire.
lost one.
We are on our way.
Get you up there.
Special weapon confirmed.
Hostile Pterodine eliminated.
Come on.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Squad 2 taking hostile fire. Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Hostile Pterodine eliminated.
Confirmed.
Squad 2 lost 1 unit. Squad 3 taking friendly
Still
fire.
lost
Squad
one.
2 regenerating. Hostile Pterodine eliminated. Squad 3 taking hostile fire. Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Squad 3 lost 1 unit.
Lost an infantry.
Hostile Pterodine eliminated.
Believe it or not, this actually went very well as this mission goes.
Yes, Deacon.
We lost one hoverdyne, we lost one infantry, but... Oh, hold on, we're not
Squad 2
done.
taking hostile fire.
Here comes a main battle. Doggone, do we have anything left? None of those.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Hostile Pterodine eliminated.
Ah.
Squad 3 lost 1 unit. Squad
Lost.
3 regenerating.
We are on our way.
Still, we took out main battle Pterodine. So, we lost...
Deacon.
Let's see. I think we lost 2 Crusaders.
Squad 3
Nothing from
regenerating.
there, and then we lost 1 light hoverdyne. I don't see anybody else yet. But, obviously, a lot of Pterodines there.
Yes, Deacon, we are moving.
We're definitely outnumbered. So I will take that
Squad
result,
3 regenerating.
and typically, I'll take a lot more damage with the APC. We got fairly fortunate in the way that they were milling about. But using the flanking is so vital to the Order. And we're going to be
Squad
seeing
3
that more and more
regenerating.
as we continue fighting with them.
Yes,
You simply have to take every advantage you can,
Move order
use their
received.
speed and flexibility, and hit the outmaneuver the more durable
Squad 3
Craven units.
Boarding
regenerating.
APC.
Okay, so we're all healed up.
Move order received.
Light hoverdyne, stick with us.
we shall move at once.
Now we're going to move into the base,
Squad
try
2
to get those data
regenerating.
crystals, and let's go box there
Assuming
as well.
Transformation.
Move command understood.
Jared, my quarters have been destroyed, but the crystals were in a shielded container. They could have been tossed anywhere by the explosions. You must move through the base with your APC and find them.
Okay, so let's take a look at a couple things here. Despite what Magnus said, you can see a little bit of damage here. A little bit of damage here, but not much. It's smoking, and quarters have been destroyed, but there were no units inside the base. Our pillboxes remained intact. We got some that came up close to it, but nothing got way in here. So that's a bit of bizarre thing there that, you know, that doesn't really make sense quite with the narrative. And then it says, go through the base with your APC and search. And you can look around at the various buildings, but they tell you where it is. The crystal disk is probably located south of the base in the dump yard. So from a gameplay perspective, this is definitely an interesting mission. Being in a hurry, going to get the objective, you know, the enemy is attacking, the base doesn't have enough to defend on its own, and they get there before you, and you've got to use reasonably smart tactics, or your entire force can potentially be wiped out. You know, all of that is interesting gameplay-wise. Narrative-wise, not so much. It doesn't really track.
Yes, Deacon. We will move.
Now, this ridge over here is really bad for pathfinding, which is why I'm not just sending them directly there, because they'll get hung up on it. So I'm just going to come out this way. I'm going to keep
Yes, Deacon.
my hoverdynes out here to guard.
Yes, Deacon. We will move. We shall move at once, Deacon. Move command understood.
And we got supply boxes, more containers, toxic waste processor, toxic waste silos with a lot of toxic waste in them. More supply boxes. You almost wonder what's going on in this base, a paladin facility with all kinds of toxic waste. But there's the data crystal.
We shall move at once, Deacon.
Magnus, I have them. The case is still sealed. Should I check to see if the data is safe?
No. You have no time, my friend. More Craven forces are converging on the battlefield. You must not allow them to retrieve that data. Pull back immediately to the pickup zone.
Interestingly, Magnus is like, no! Don't inspect it. And he's like, you don't have any time. Like, he's much more emphatic about not inspecting it than he is that we don't have time. Which sort of might give us a hint that possibly there are other reasons why,
Yes, Deacon.
other than our safety and the data's safety, that he doesn't want us to look at it. So now we just need to go to the pickup zone. There. We'll use our faster light hoverdynes as shield. And remember, this was mined out here. So we want to get away from this area. See if we can go the way we came.
Move command understood. Yes, Deacon.
I just want to be careful. Because we need to keep the APC safe. Let's hide in the shadows there. And then maybe get our hoverdynes up here and see what's going on. Gotta make it all the way north across the map.
Squad 2 taking
Okay.
hostile fire.
We've got some Marines. And you know what? At least for what we see now, we've got numbers on the high ground. So let's
Assuming line formation.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire.
do something like this. Let's pull some Crusaders out.
We are on our way.
We shall move at once, Deacon.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire. Squad 2
We are
regenerating.
on our way.
Squad 2 taking friendly fire. Squad 2 taking friendly fire.
From what?
Squad 2 taking hostile fire. Squad 2 regenerating.
Enemy fire.
There we go. Get you over there.
Hostile infantry eliminated. Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Squad 2 taking hostile fire. Squad 2 regenerating. Hostile infantry eliminated.
Now we're cutting them down pretty good.
Squad 3 taking friendly fire. Hostile infantry eliminated.
Oh yeah.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire. Squad 2 regenerating. Hostile infantry eliminated.
Of course, we could try to run by them and escape.
Hostile infantry eliminated.
And actually, we've got enough health in the APC, we might very well
Squad
do
2
that.
regenerating.
But we don't know what else
Hostile
they have
infantry
out here. If we can eliminate in a favorable engagement the enemy,
Yes, Deacon. We will move.
I think that's just essentially better than taking the risk.
As you command. Boarding APC. Forgive me. I cannot move there. As you command. Boarding APC.
Squad 3 regenerating.
Okay, so how we want to move through this? I think I want to get into the dark area here and then maybe work my way. So if we look at our map, we want to get up there. If I can use this sort of rugged terrain just headed straight there. So maybe if I can get into this darkness and then maybe move along there. That could possibly be best.
Squad 3 regenerating.
Yes, Deacon, we are moving.
Let's move out a bit.
Assuming box formation.
Load up our infantry.
We shall move at once, Deacon.
Yes, Deacon.
And again, I want to keep those light hoverdynes out in front.
Move command understood.
See what we can see.
Yes, Deacon, we are moving.
Uh-oh.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire.
Light pterodynes out this way.
Move order received.
Yes, Deacon. We will move.
And at this
Move at
point,
once, Deacon.
I think maybe we're close enough that the best move is just to let the APC go.
Squad 2 taking hostile fire.
Command understood.
We're going to make a run for it.
Yes, Deacon. We will move.
Squad 2 lost one unit.
Oh. Okay, we've probably done enough. Lost another hoverdyne.
Command APC taking hostile fire.
Oh dear. More light, Pterodyne's there.
Yes, Deacon, we are moving.
Come on. I don't think I have.
Squad 2 taking
I don't have any more
hostile fire.
repairs. So I've just got to try to escape. But we're almost there. And here we
Mission
are.
accomplished.
Never in my life have I needed the guidance of a priest officer as I do now. When I returned to our hidden base, I checked the condition of the data crystals, and what I found disturbs me greatly. I cannot read them. They are encrypted, but their origin and security rating are clearly displayed. They are from something called Project GARM, and even the Cardinal must receive divine permission to view them. Any member of the Order has no choice but to deliver them to a priest, or, if none is available, then destroy them immediately. This is excommunication class data, and Magnus had it in his possession for months. I have taken it upon myself to crack the first layer of security on the crystals, and found the date stamps. Magnus's ID has been accessing this data since a month before the Craven invasion. Even worse, the ID before that belongs to Bishop Delandre. There is enough evidence here to have Magnus taken to the Inquisitors for final purification. If I do not report this to the priests upon their return, I will be as guilty as my friends. This is the worst moment of my life. I have no one to tell me what is right. What am I to do?
Well, Deacon Stone has now discovered Project GARM. He doesn't know what it is, but of course we do. At least we know what some of it is. And he is quite up against it. He's at a point now where his beliefs in the Order are going head-on into his loyalty to his friends. I like some of the phrases they use. Final purification, excommunication class data, you know. Lovely, lovely terminology. So, Jared Stone, still unproven. Lorem Ipsum, 12 kills, and they are priestly now. Field excellence and aggressive, so they have themselves quite the mission. The Shinning Daggers lost half of their units. No surprise that they're still unproven. Golden Stars lost 2. They are faithful. So, we've got 1 infantry at the middle rank. Our Hoverdines are still at the bottom rank, and then the second rank there for the Golden Stars. The very uncertain, between a rock and a hard place, if you will, Deacon Jared Stone will continue his battles with the Order against the Craven Corporation. But as we saw with Sarah Parker, he's got issues both inside and outside his faction. All of that will continue. More ground control coming up soon.